Do you think you'll be able to be happy with a man?
Absolutely, yes.
You think you'll be able to be happy with one man?
Definitely, yeah. I'm hoping to one day, but I'm just
I think you're gonna have to do a tremendous amount of work to be happy with one man. Certainly, no, really, it's sad. Honestly, it makes me sad because I think you're a lovely person, and I feel like there are two things I observed. Number one, you've experienced enough men that you're now trying to Frankenstein together the perfect guy. This guy is tall enough. This guy has the abs. I experienced this guy who's good in bed. This guy is very wealthy. This guy's very ambitious. I love the way this guy romances me. And you want to pull all these different pieces into one man that doesn't exist. And that's going to be very hard to do, especially as time goes on.
Like an amalgamation.
Possibly. It's possibly true. I mean,
and a man that makes more money.
Well, I have my standards, and I'm not willing to...
What are your standards? Because I mean, the two things you listed were actually, I think, pretty reasonable. You said you want good hygiene and you want a guy who's not lazy. That sounds reasonable, but it seems like there's more.
I want someone who's driven, who's successful.
Well, that ties into the laziness thing, but
right.
But what else? Okay, how tall does he? How tall are you?
Well, and that's the thing. I've dated short guys. I've dated tall guys. I'm not super picky. They have to have a 6-pack. They have to be 6 foot. I'm attracted to all kinds of different men physically, right?
Sure.
My main thing is them being successful. They need to be confident. I need a guy who can make me laugh.
How successful does he have to be?
I mean, well, hopefully more successful than I am.
But give us you don't have to tell us your number, but give us
numbers,
a number.
Accuracy.
Yeah. Oh,
Grid One Motorsports donated $200.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
18 years in no cheating. If you feel the need to cheat, then you are not in a relationship. And you need to not damage men with your neurotic tendencies. It's probably not them, it's you.
Okay, thank you, Grid One Motorsports. Appreciate it, man. 18 years, no cheating. So what you were saying, sorry.
I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought too. Could
Oh,
you repeat the
number.
question?
We want a number. So how much does a guy have to make that you'd be like, I want a long-term relationship. Do you want to get married?
So I'm not religious, so I don't.
Okay.
I'm not looking to get married, but I do want a long-term relationship.
A monogamous long-term.
Yeah, I would like a monogamous relationship.
Kids.
Yeah. Do you want kids?
I don't want kids.
Oh,
no.
really?
I don't want kids. Yeah. So I don't want to get. I'm not looking to get married again. I'm not religious. If you're religious. Then
wait, married again?
No.
Oh, you were previously.
No,
were you previously
I didn't
married?
say again.
Oh, sorry. I thought I heard again. Did anybody else hear again?
I heard. I think she meant again. I'm not trying.
Oh, I like repeating herself.
Yes.
I see. Okay. Well, one note really quick. Hold on. First, give us a number. How much does the guy have to make?
I mean,
is $1 million too little?
No, that's fine. Yeah,
$1 million's good.
I mean, I would like a millionaire. Yeah, of course.
$1 million a year. That's good for you.
Yeah, that's
500K.
good.
Is that good?
I mean, I don't want to put an exact number on it,
let's
right?
try.
Because it's
Let's just try.
No, I don't want to put a
We can
number
try.
on it because it's
This is why they
they
shouldn't
might
vote.
not be as successful as I am, but
why they shouldn't vote.
I mean, I guess if I met the right person, I would be willing to,
You'd settle for
compromise.
$500,000 a year, is what you're saying.
I could maybe. If
You
it was the
might
right person.
consider if they're really attractive.
Sex would have to be really good. No. The sex is amazing.
Dick Smith,
we have mad
he's
chemistry.
got to be a Dick
then
Smith, super charismatic. He's got to be Shakespeare with his
cock, yes.
Whoa. Okay. Okay. So you said though you find it difficult to stay with one person. You said that, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. That admission is a scarlet letter.
Is a what?
It's a scarlet
You're
letter.
fucked.
Like any man who hears that, frankly, just by you saying that, should probably preclude you from even considering giving you his commitment. Because I mean, you say you find it difficult to stay with one person. So what that's communicating is that you find it difficult to stay with one person. So it's
I just feel like I haven't met
you
the
have
right
a wandering
person,
eye,
you know?
basically.
I mean, I'm not the only single person in here. That's just how I feel. That's why I feel like
But
I'm single.
it sounds. Let me ask you a question. Have you been involved with a guy who maybe met your metrics, but you got bored? Have you had that?
Well, yeah, my last ex, I got the X, as you like to call it.
But I mean, it sounds like to you he was doing things wrong. But have you ever met a guy who was good looking, good personality, good in the bedroom, met your wealth or money criteria.
That's a lot of stuff added together.
It is a
in one
lot.
guy.
That's a lot.
That's
That's
amazing.
I think women, you can pick two of, I forgot what there's good in bed, good looking, good money. You get to pick two. Maybe.
Well, I want the
maybe
whole
even
package.
one.
So at the end of the day,
You
it's
want the
like
whole
if I'm
package.
gonna be single like for the rest of my life, then so be it.
Okay.
But you know, that's just my standard, and I'm not. You
Fair
know,
enough.
it is what it is. Like.
Wait, have you done BG content? Do you do
No,
BG?
I don't
Oh,
do
right.
girl
That's right. That's right.
content,
Okay. So are you like interested in polyamory or non-monogamy? Is that kind of your?
I believe I want a monogamous relationship.
Okay.
So the last guy that I was dating, we were in a, what do you call it? Like, we were seeing multiple people, and this is again like
Haram!
But so for instance, he would date other girls, and then he, you know, I would see other guys. You know, we would have threesomes. Like, it was fun, but it's just not something that I wanted like long term. And so now I'm at this point where I'm like, okay, I want a monogamous relationship.
I think any guy that's okay with his girl seeing other men, sleeping with other men, probably just isn't. He doesn't give a fuck about you. He's not that into you.
What about
Possibly.
Adam?
I mean, we
22?
had a great time.
I mean, okay. I mean,
Fair enough. Fair enough. I won't. You don't have to.
well, I mean, I disagree with his
What he's
arrangement
doing,
with
yeah.
his wife. I actually I like Adam. He's a funny guy. He's a nice guy. I certainly disagree. I 100% disagree with him though on his arrangement with his wife. I would not, under any circumstance, let
Under
my
any.
girlfriend or wife sleep with another guy. In fact, pretty much as soon as I'm get into a girl's life, from the first date, it has to be a wrap with every other dude. I don't know if that's intense, but like,
No, that's not intense.
First
It's
date,
reasonable, yeah.
from the first date, if you like me and you want to see me again, like obviously if you didn't enjoy the first date and you're not, of course, continue on. But you want a second date, the other dudes have to be a wrap. I'm not going to
But they
deal
don't
with
know
you.
who you are as a
Doesn't
person
matter.
yet.
Doesn't matter.
So what about
if
just
you
dating?
want,
Just
huh?
like, you know,
Standard.
just casual dating.
It's not a thing.
Yeah, but I don't want.
have to
It's not a
get to
thing for
know
women. It shouldn't be a thing
someone.
for women because it's still a thing for you, right? You can still see
No,
multiple women.
it shouldn't be a thing because if you're pursuing marriage, you have to do things with focus. Just like if you wanted to build a successful company, you need to focus on that one company and invest into it. And the reason that women are so flighty is because you got like 5 dudes you're talking to. You can't be responsive on text message. You don't really appreciate the nice things he does for you because you're getting it times 5. And so when you focus and pour into something, then you're really going to appreciate what it is. But anything you have in spades, you have a lot of, it's devalued.
I agree with that. And I agree. If you feel a connection with someone and you want to see them again, then you should focus on that relationship.
Yep.
But do you guys have a discussion like with each other so to know the other person feels the same way? Because otherwise you could just drop everyone else you'd be like possibly talking to for no reason, just for that person.
Well, you would
to
find
have-
out pretty quick.
No, I'm serious. I'm
I
serious.
mean, you'd find out. Well, if the guy didn't want to continue seeing you, you'd find out pretty quick.
Well, you wouldn't find out like immediately right after
You're
like
scared
a
to
dinner
drop
date
your
or
other
something.
guys.
After one date,
Yes.
yeah.
That's
Yes.
crazy.
Yeah.
They have to be gone.
That's concerning.
The guys have to be
But
gone
you
after the first
You don't
date.
know anything about the person
Why are you
just
scared
went
to
on a
be with
date
yourself?
That's not what I said.
No, that's what I said. Why are you scared to be with yourself? You said if I'm dealing with a pool of guys and I think a guy is interesting, I go on a date with him, I'm not going to drop
Because
my
I'm not
other
going to give
guy.
him my all if I don't know he's giving it back.
But you're not really giving much except, hey, I'm only paying attention to you. It's just your attention. Like, you're not giving him your
Okay,
body.
but a
you're
lot
not
of
giving
guys can
your
take that for
money.
granted because they're like, oh, she's easy. I have her wrapped around my finger already after one date.
I like that shit.
You don't need to be in a war with the guy.
Sign me up.
It's not a war with the
What is it?
guy.
Are you a jealous person? Do you feel like insecure, like when it comes to other men? Like, do you feel like, oh, this other guy could?
Sure. As soon as I come into your life,
Mm-hmm.
as soon as you come into mine, I want your undivided romantic and sexual attention. That's non-negotiable. If you're on I don't deal with fence sitters. I want a girl who's like really fucking into me. If you're not, go find another
but that's
dude.
kind of